about it, it's the idea of what we would consider day-to-day functionalities on our computers. The stuff we use being transferred to a remote location that is located somewhere else on the internet. We don't have to care where, it's just where everything that we do is now not done on our computers at home, it's done elsewhere on computers somewhere else in the world.
So on the internet, just resources that you can use from any computer, just use your internet connection to get whatever you want and not...
I think cloud computing is the way of the future. It's going to be much more easier in our personal lives and in our businesses with the cloud computing coming our way. For the personal use, I think we can be able to work on the online documents. We can do online data storage. I don't have to buy a DVD player now because I can see films on Netflix.
It's my understanding that it's something, an area, whether it's locally within your own system or an external vendor provided over the internet, access where I can use my computer to access applications or data storage areas without it being resident on my specific computer.
I think the core benefits are going to be the timeliness of a product or service, being able to kind of on demand look for a line of business application or something that you immediately need, and having a business be able to quickly adapt their IT to that new service. So I think it's being able to change quickly and rapidly to compete is one of the biggest advantages of cloud computing.
I know there's a lot of work in certain things like application Google Docs and stuff like that, where you can actually use your applications on the internet rather than having the client on the desktop. That's something that could be useful because, of course, you wouldn't be tied to one computer or have to have multiple of the same purchases for each desktop. But right now, it's whether it'll actually be as usable as the desktop versions.
I don't really use computers very much. My family refers to me very kindly as Luddite girl, so pretty much YouTube is the extent to what I do.
With a business perspective, if I'm on a conference call, I can work on the web documents with my buddy sitting in Vancouver. Yeah, and the best thing about cloud computing is that you don't have to manage anything. The applications don't have to be installed on your computer. You don't have to pay for all those things or support. You just pay your service provider, and it's there for you.
From a personal perspective, I like the idea where I might be able to do a fair amount of traveling, and I don't like to lug the big laptop with me all over the place, so I usually take a netbook with me. And I like the idea that I could actually use the resources of a data storage area while I'm doing my traveling, so I can dump pictures and various documents and whatnot that I collect when I travel.
I'm gonna write a thesis soon. It would be neat to not have to worry about storing that on my own PC because my PCs keep breaking, which is really annoying. I'm doing a lot of teaching these days, so my students actually submit stuff over a software program right now called Blackboard, and I can read all their stuff and not actually have it on my PC and give them grades, which is great. And